I'm going to get a Kicking Back Zero Sugar Cola from Western Family. One moment, please. I forgot I had these, man. Trade war beverage. Hey, does the 90-day tariff pause apply to Canada? Yes? It's not just the Chat GPT ones, like the Penguin Islands and shit? Yes, but not the 10%. What's the 10% on? I can't keep this shit straight anymore. 10% on everything? I thought you were gonna say like steel, and I was like, you know what? I can live with that. I don't really know what's going on with that. Have 10% on everything? Yeah, what's next? 90% on flint? Good point. Good point, Steve. Have you heard the Minecraft song? Feeling alive down in the mines crafting. Lava chicken's pretty good too. La 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 lava chicken. Get yourself a lava chicken, tasty as hell. What about the one he sings to the dog? Oh, you're talking about a Ode to Dennis? Wait, I don't want to do One Shot McGee. What am I doing here? Spoilers. Sorry for the spoilers, man. Sorry.
Challenges.
I'm stoked. Perks cannot be obtained. That would be really hard if you were Molly. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever, we'll restart. Molly Percocet type stuff. I died of cringe when he started singing that in the cinema. Have you ever considered that maybe the cringe was because you went and saw a children's movie in the theaters as a grown-up, and then like it had content for children in it, and you were like, wow, this is cringe, but you were actually cringing at yourself and not cringing at the actual content of the movie? Maybe he has a child? Come on, buddy. You may have read the words, but how often have you buried your nose in a book? That's all I'm saying. Saw the Minecraft movie. My fiance left me because I wasn't Steve enough. I think that Steve was Jack Black cranked up to like 11 out of 10. I feel like if you lived with someone that was like Steve from Minecraft, it would be really annoying really fast. But as like, you know, he was in the movie for like 71 minutes out of 93. That's just about the right amount of Steve in the film, I would say. Finger puppets. What do we like? Yeti was, let's just recreate the same run we had last time. 163 milli opening weekend. Buddy, I was like 27 bucks Canadian of that. So like, honestly, Warner Brothers kind of owes me a steak dinner. Pretty cheap for 3 tickets. I know. 2 adults and a child. I bet it was at like 10-10-7 or something. Then I got the concessions, and the concessions were like another $27. And I was like, damn, people were spitting with that. When people said concessions were too expensive, I was like, that. To be fair, I didn't look at the price of the concessions. We had 2 adults and 1 kid, and we were like, are we gonna get one like adult combo and a kid combo, or are we just gonna get a slightly larger combo and like make it work? So we instead of getting kids combo and then 1 drink, 1 popcorn, we got like big adult combo, which was huge popcorn, 2 large drinks, and 1 large candy. I didn't realize you pay a premium to go from the bottom row to the top row on the candy shelf. I think it's the first time I've ever done it. When they said it's $27, I mean, I tapped my card, but I was like, damn. I kind of thought it would be like 15. And you know what really burned me? Now, we sidestepped it. We teched it. But they said you can pick a candy, any candy on the shelf. I didn't want them to say that. I wanted them to say you can take the top shelf candy. Because I could have accidentally paid for the big candy and my kid could have been like, give me that small candy. I wish they could have told me what candy I paid the premium for. Now, we got Haribo Cola Jellies, so I'm pretty sure we got what we paid for, but still. You don't seem that good now, but you'll be good eventually. I think you'll be good right now. Yeti's not that good without re-triggers. Oh, really? Have you considered how good I can bounce on it? How'd you get Haribo at the movie theater? I'm pretty sure the movie theater that I went to, the owner, I'm not even joking, I think he just goes to Costco and like buys a bunch of snacks and then puts them on the shelf. Like he's got like stuff that you don't see at a big movie theater. Like he has like juice boxes and stuff like that, like little cans of Pringles and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how the movie business works. Fuck you. Oh, we can get lives back, man. We're not on One Shot McGee anymore. I could throw all my lives here. Nobody cares, man. You were right. Yeti's not that good. My local theater has tamales. All right, that sounds pretty sick. How about that pious suitor? I'm so sorry. I'm a Canucks fan. We're kindred spirits. We can't be doing that. Because I've been here before. When the team sucks ass, you find like one bright spot, and you're like, yeah, this season sucked, but on the bright side, think about how good Pius Suter's gonna be next season. He's gonna come back, he's gonna not score for 10 games, he's gonna score 2 goals in game 11, and then get a season-ending injury. It's the way it goes, man. You know, were you there the season Derek Dorsett, the dude we had on our team just to punch people in the head, scored like 15 goals in 6 games? People were like, oh my God, he's a superstar. He got injured like 3 games later and then never played another game in the NHL. It's crazy, man. I'm just saying, don't get too excited. Whatever. I'll stop doing it when you stop laughing. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you for being right about the Yeti. Ooh! I'm a Blackhawks fan. Same thing is happening with Bedard. No, the fuck it isn't, dude, because Connor Bedard and Pius Suter are not the same talent level, man. That's crazy. It's insane that you're trying to... You got your own trauma, don't get me wrong, but... He's a first overall pick, still projected to be like a generational talent. He's like 17 years old. He's got time, man. That being said, if you want, I'll trade you 1 for 1. Maybe they both just need a fresh start. New coat of paint. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, do it again. New challenge, high score 12,000. Yoga mat. Name a woman. I'm a Rangers fan. Listen, again, we're all God's children or whatever. That being said, I'm so happy the Rangers are kind of ass again. Because I don't know what it was. I had no problem with Rangers fans like growing up. I think my genuine theory is that 2 things came together. One was I was spending too much time on Twitter. And secondly, your team got too hot. Like you drafted and traded for too many hotties, and you got the most annoying sports fans on social media of all time. Like K-pop stands for the New York Rangers. They would call like everybody on the team girl and stuff like that. They'd be like Mika Zibanejad, girly season and stuff like that with the fan cams and stuff. And like watching the team crumble this season has given me a little bit of Schadenfreude, and that's a personal indictment of my own character. But welcome back to the basement. There's dozens of us here. We want maybe an early Jax is not pure trash. Thoughts on Yzerman? Doesn't he have the highest point total for his season of anybody not named Lemieux or Gretzky? Kind of crazy to say that Steve Yzerman might be underrated. I met him, he's kind of cool. I'm gonna hold you to that if some fucked up shit about Steve Yzerman ever comes out. I'm gonna be like, oh, the one time you met him, you didn't learn about like the deepest, darkest secrets of his entire life. I know him, and he does. That's that shit right there. That's that pink venom. You know what I'm talking about? That's that shit right there. I gotta freeze you, though. You excited for the Bengals this year? Dude, when does fantasy hockey start? Or sorry, fantasy football start popping off? Like August? I gotta get ready for the dad chat. August. Okay, late August. I still got a lot to learn, man. What have I missed in the offseason that's relevant for fantasy? Where did Aaron Rodgers go? All of the Aaron Rodgers tracks. H.C. Justin! He still hasn't signed? I gotta see where he goes, because he might be my pack one, pick one. You should draft Shedeur. Are you aware that I don't work for the Tennessee Titans? That's what I've been saying for a long time. That being said, I would never draft Shedeur in my fantasy league. I'm Penix Jr. ride or die. Till the day I fucking die. Why? Because his name is funny. Michael Penix. It sounds like Steve Brule. Go Dogs. They almost had Michigan, man. If you just erase like the 21-point deficit that they had in the championship game, like Washington was almost all the way up. Nah, I can't make my fantasy team name like a sexual pun, because like it's gonna be filled with parents of kids that my daughter goes to school with. So I'm gonna have to name my team like Ryan's fantasy football team or something. But that's okay. I could live with that. Team Ozempic Scrooge. That would be like even worse, man, because I don't know how I would explain to anybody what they'd be like, why is that funny? I don't get it. And I'd be like, I don't know, man, but you don't think it is? Ozempic Scrooge? Like, just imagine if you were watching A Christmas Carol and like Scrooge came out and he was like dick skin. You'd be like, what? What happened? What happened? Okay, here's what I'm gonna try. Ouroboros, and then throw your life away. I'm farming. Currently emits 2 for every. Yes, I got an idea, man. I got it. You farm deaths early. I've never tried this. Farm deaths early. Don't die. Get all your lives back, and then win like a boss. No. Wrong. All right, Deborah, you can come back to your desk now. I know I said I was gonna take a dump on it. You're right, I didn't have to go lethal, but I wanted to be all in. I didn't want to leave any opportunity cost on the table. This is a good start. Thoughts on the show River Monsters? Is that where the dude catches the crazy fish or whatever? I don't know anything about that, to be honest with you. I don't know shit about that. I don't know shit about the Outdoor Life Network, if I'm being 100% honest with you. He caught all the fish? They ended the show because he caught every fish? Someone needs to talk to that girl who was crying because you can't hug every cat. It turns out you can catch every fish. She might be interested to know more about that. She was very distraught over the cat thing. That's a classic. I'm a big believer that the replacement of like water cooler television, the thing that replaced it for our generation is viral YouTube videos. Before YouTube became like, hey, just like radicalize me either as like a communist or a fascist, and basically it just depends what the first video you've ever watched on YouTube is. That'll determine what direction they send you. Before that, it was just like, hey, wake up, honey, there's 2 new viral videos this week. David after the dentist and you can't hug every cat. And we all watched it, man. We all watched it. Take me back. What the fuck? This would be a great time to get Ouroboros, man. Nobody told me two-headed turtle was goated. I'm not reading that comment. I don't know what that Irish sport is. Sounds scary. You ever do the Harlem Shake? I never did the Harlem Shake, but I was definitely, I mean, that was like a big summer for memes, man. Gangnam Style popped off. Harlem Shake popped off. Like, that was a serious moment in history. I did do the Ice Bucket Challenge. I did, because I got challenged to do the Ice Bucket Challenge, man. I remember, this is a true story. I did the Ice Bucket Challenge. The next day, I went to a media event, and we went out for like dinner and drinks. And everybody was like, have you guys seen this stupid Ice Bucket Challenge shit? They were basically, in so many words, they were saying, how big of a fucking loser do you have to be to do this fucking shit? And I was like, that's fucking true. So true, guys. So true. In my head, I was like, they don't know that I did that shit yesterday. We all know. When first peg pop, 2 random pegs get smacked. All right. Did nobody bring up that it was for charity? Yeah, but like if you do something cringe but it's for charity, it doesn't give you a get out of jail free card. It just gives you like it dampens the blow. It's like wearing like plate mail, but then the opposition has like a blunt force instrument. It's like it still does damage, like it still does crushing damage. Is that how it works? I don't know. Still better than taking that shit to the chest? I don't know, man. I think I would have run like a dex build if I was like a medieval housecarl or whatever. No. Wait, we could go first peg build. I want pregnancy test though, because it's just more fun. Dude, okay, hang on. Now last time it fucked us, but this time, we go down to 2, and then we farm, and then we craft. You strike me more as like a wizard. I don't know, honestly. I think this is my honest take, and I get you don't get to like choose your role in medieval society, like you're pretty much born into it, like 99.5% of the time. I think I would be like a man of the cloth. Because I think like if you were the type of fella who was like literate back then, they were like, you're like a 1 in 20 sort of motherfucker. We need you at the Abbey stat. I definitely think like when the sun went down, I would have been like in a frock with a long ass quill and the ink, and I'd be writing down like, oh, we got fucking 6 barrels of ale exported to the duchy of fucking whatever this morning. Like, I think I would have been like that, to be honest. You'd have been shoveling manure? Nah, man, I think that would have been a waste of my talents. I think I would have been a man of the cloth. The buttress of Windsor. Fuck you, Ouroboros. That stunk. You'd be the jester? I don't think so, man, because there was like one jester for a whole kingdom. Like, that's tough. Queso would be the jester, man. I think I would be a man of the cloth. First to follow Martin Luther? No shot. I would have waited to see how that shit shook out. I need you. Not a big Yeti head, because I've been told not to be a big Yeti head. This might... I'm not sure. To be honest with you. What about town drunk? I think it would be a very competitive industry. It's got a very small moat, which is kind of ironic considering it was the medieval era. This is a very, like, that. When I think of moats, that's the time period I most think about, to be honest. You know what's crazy is, have you ever seen the PBS Ken Burns documentary series about Prohibition? And everybody, it's famous that whenever any kind of like prohibitive legislation is suggested, people are like, yeah, it's not, I hope it works just as well as Prohibition did. Then you find out that like before the temperance movement and Prohibition, the average American man was drinking like 70 liters of whiskey a year or something like that. So like after it, they weren't drinking 0, but they weren't quite drinking 70 liters a year. Hang on, we go yard on this. I kind of like Crazy Straw because it's got crazy in the name. Is that a lot? It's not a lot in like an industrial sense, I guess. Dude, one of the realest things anyone's ever said in my chat, they could have made a hell of a pyramid. Absolutely true. Like, if those motherfuckers were in, like, Victoria Hall at Queen's University 06, 07, there would have been, like, wall-to-wall beer labels slapped onto the fucking Asbestos. For sure, without a doubt. They would have been legends, man. They would have been legends at Morris Hall. Anyway. That's 2/5 of whiskey a week. Sorry, we're tariffing the imperial system. I've tariffed it. We don't use, well, nobody knows what a 1/5 is anymore. I'll accept you calling it a 2/6 for 26 ounces. Otherwise, I've got to put a hard line. 750 milliliters. Hardest drug you've ever tried? Redditor voice, caffeine. And what's fucked up is that it's so normalized. Like, people don't even think about it. They just fucking, they take that venti coffee to the dome every morning. go to work, do their job, eat lunch, hug their kids, go to bed at a reasonable hour, wake up and do it all again the next day. Can't you see you're in the throes of addiction? It's insidious. Let me get it twisted. These beans are shameless. It's not Jake the Snake, man. It's pregnancy test. It's okay, guys, bear with me on this one. This time we don't farm. We let the farm come to us. Why the hell does it keep saying good piggles? Goal pass? I guess it's not good pickles now that I think about it. I'm not even worried about last shot, man. I would like to get like more than one life though. That's not good. You gotta hit the biggest peg first, man. Coffee is literally farmed in the same place as cocaine. Genetic fallacy. Critiquing the point of origin instead of critiquing the actual product itself. +2. Librarian, if I were to say we're dropping E on our 3D glasses, what would I say next? What bit would I interlocute to? Don't, not this again. What do you mean? Finger puppet. Not chicken jockey. We went through this. He actually got it? It's the stupid TikTok! I knew I don't let the record show. When you go back and watch the part of the VOD you were not here for, I had 100% faith in you. 100% faith. That's so sad for both of us, but also very funny. You know what would go crazy on this build right now? Because we're winning easily? Ouroboros. Because we could... Oh, never mind. Finger puppets. You know what I'm saying? Finger puppet. You know what I'm saying when I say that? No? I don't know. It's just like, what if an Australian person said finger puppet or something? I don't know. We're pop. Dude, I told you Ouroboros would go crazy on this one. We need a peg improver. Don't say we need Al Bundy. If anything, he was a peg detractor. We're so back. Key? Dino tardigrade would go crazy here. I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna hold you to that. Because that's the first comment I read. Dino tardigrade. Dino tardigrade. Did you think chat would know married with children? We got some like 50-year-old individuals in chat. Every once in a while they'll type something like, I'm literally 50. Which I imagine that when I get to that age, this is the type of shit I'll be typing as well. I know I talk about this at least once every 3 months, if not more. But it is crazy how like your mental threshold of what qualifies as old changes so much as you get older. Like when you're 10, 25 is so old. And 60 is like you might as well be dead. But now that I'm 36, genuinely 40 feels young to me. And like 50 feels young to me. And 60 feels like you're starting to get to old. And then like right now, 70 is like my mental threshold of like when you're old. Hang on, somebody's kind of cooking here. When you're 17, you think being 25 is like being 40. Now that I'm 25, I understand that it's like being 17, and being 17 is like being 6. That's some of the realest shit that's ever been said. That's crazy. I know you put quotes on it. Who are you quoting there? I'm not saying nobody has responsibilities at 17, but like my life at 6 and my life at 17 were like surprisingly similar. Now my life at like 28 was very different than it was at 17 or 6. That's a Dr. Disrespect quote. Listen, I separate the art from the artist on that stuff, okay? He has some great takes on mineralogy, right? What was he talking about with the shungite around the La Casa? Don't change one of the vowels in that word. That's not okay. Isn't he in jail? No. I'm around the La Casa. There's energy to the crystals or something. I can't remember. We got a lot of money. We can't get perks. We open the cafe. First we mine, then we craft. I think it's worth selling this Yeti. I was thinking to get the upgraded pregnancy test. You're not worth that much. But it's like we got to get rid of one of you. You're really helping our farm. I think you're right. I think we got to simmer. We got to simmer. And someone said you need dino and tardigrade. So that's exactly what we're gonna try for. Let's just get a meat orb for now to fill some space. Triforce? I'm still tilted. People born in like 2002 are trying to tell me the Triforce fit isn't real. You weren't there, man. You weren't there when all the cool guys were wearing threadless, okay? When they all had the shirt. Ricky, you know what? Back me up here, Ricky. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea how old you are. Back me up here, though. All the cool dudes were wearing that shirt with like Trotsky, Lenin, Stalin, and Karl Marx with the lampshade on their head, and then people would be like, what's that shirt? And you'd be like, it's the Communist Party. All the cool dudes were wearing that, okay? And the Triforce fit. I had that shirt. Everybody had that shirt. It's non-habit forming. What about Rainbow Astronaut? That's another one I was thinking of, but I couldn't figure out how to reference it. I think we're like in, roll me. I don't see a tardigrade, so I pass. Cookie Monster tea. I've heard tell of the Cookie Monster fit online, but I think like that's after I was in high school. I've seen posts on social media that were like, Lord, I only want one thing, and it's like a Latina who wore Cookie Monster pants to senior year in high school. And I don't know what that means. It didn't stop me from clicking the heart button on it. but I don't really know what it means. That's so real. I honestly don't know, but it seemed to resonate with a lot of people. So they must have been saying something that got the people going. Let's put it that way. Dude, my meat orbs went crazy. Do Europeans who have never been to the United States, can I blow your mind? There's at least one person in chat that's going to lose their mind right now. Let's say you're from Romania and you've never been to the United States. Let me blow your mind. On a Saturday, if you go to a store, 1 in 4 Americans you see is wearing their pajamas. Can you believe that? That's insane. They go outside in their pajamas. And sometimes they like, it's not the pajamas that they went to bed in. They like put on new pajamas to go outside. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's a real thing. That's crazy. Luckily, as Canadians, we're very culturally distinct. We don't do that stuff. We do. Not me, but people. Other people. Did you ever do that? No, I don't like being outside in my pajamas. Outside of like, it's pajama day at school or something. If anything, I go closer to the other side. I almost go like more like review bra fit outdoors. Okay, let's be real. What's not pumping here? So I had like 6 burps in a row. Well, first let's go to the cafe. Because that's just free money. I agree with you. I think the Yeti is not pulling his weight. What do you replace it with? We need things that improve the quality of pegs, which is none of these. E is always good. An E... But there's no force triggers. Maybe it's not that good, actually. So it's actually useless now that I think about it. I'm literally just throwing that out there to get some extra space going. And then, random rare. Stocks on ultra rare. I can't afford it, bro. I'm saving some money. I don't have that kind of liquidity right now. I think Catwoman poops in a toilet or a litter box. Toilet. I think she doesn't have a feline ass. She has a human ass. I think it's the easiest question you've ever said. She's just she's a human with cat-like tendencies, not an actual member of like family Felinia. Tardigrade. Tardigrade. Mandel bomb. I'm rich. Do we need something? Because you're very useful. Can I explain to you why Monstrosity Plus is useful? When we can't hit the highest value peg, this does stuff for us. Chiblee, I defended your honor today. My chat was being very annoying about Nubby. So I crashed out on one individual in particular. And I said, you're ruining the vibes, and I have to fight back against the normalization of type A in Nubby because I grew up in a hostile online environment where it feels very comfortable for me to be at odds with an anonymous stranger online and say some fucked up shit about them. But Chibli grew up in an era where you had to be like, oh, that's not okay. Can he say that? So you don't have this same kind of like built-in tendencies baked into your brain that were unfortunately incepted into mine. So I have to lash out to protect those who are unable to lash out to protect themselves. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Dinosaur. Finger puppet. Finger puppets. Dinosaur. What am I even looking for? We don't need... Okay, that's right. We're getting out of farming territory and getting to survival territory. How do we survive? Get rid of all of your items that require you to pass the round goal. So Jax is the next one off the chopping block. On the chopping block. It's presently on the chopping block. Huge. Huge. Chibli, I also beat the one-shot McGee challenge. I don't know if you want any tips, just let me know. Don't say Jax us off, okay? You're perverting my verbiage. I think it's Kazoo, man. I think you're done, and Kazoo joins the party. I need tips on expiration date. Don't ask chat, man. They'll tell you that the expiration date is just a suggestion. That's how you get into trouble. Dolphin's bait. I've been told dolphin's bait. I've been told E is bait. The jack pivot went crazy, man. Dino tardigrade doesn't work on pop, it works on bounces. Okay, listen, buddy. You watch the news, nobody works these days. Or something. I'm just bouncing and moaning on it. I'm not trying to make any political statements, okay? Sorry. You got me thinking about how much games are worth. How much do you think Trick Shot Simulator is worth? More than they charged, which is why I bought it. Back me up, DL Guiga. It was a great game. Master round. Peg halved? Peg halved? Can I try something? Finger puppets falling off. Throw in some asbestos and just see how it fucking looks. Go all in on asbestos, man. I have an idea. Why am I eating so many foods? Why are you crying so damn loud? I don't want to eat that garbage. Run ruined? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, that was really bad though. But that was just due to the board state. You wouldn't get it, man. We just need to keep them alive for a minute. Then the meatballs are gonna give us a... Okay, maybe asbestos was not the play. The meatballs, please. There's not enough points on the board for us to make it. Where's my 65K? Where's my hug? That time we make it. You need to double more. Double more. need to double more. I'm kind of pissed off. I feel like Dinosaur just halved my highest value peg like 5 times in a row, man. You chill, you just need one more tardigrade. I actually, for all the naysaying about Type A, I do have to say I appreciate it, because sometimes you get like round 54 in a Nubby run. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, we have to strike a balance, okay? That's a skip. The quest for the ultimate chatter. That's what I'm saying, man. Why can't everyone just be as good at chatting as I am? And just drop amazing jokes, but then when the streamer clearly needs help, type exactly the solution that they're looking for in all caps. It's not hard, man. And get it right. Yeah, the number one thing, you can't get it wrong. Chat, what are we watching on the bike tomorrow, by the way? I saw Mickey 17 is available for rent on YouTube, but I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not paying $23.99 Canadian to rent it. I'll pay $14.99 on Prime Video to rent it, but no, we're not doing a 90-minute bang bus ride, okay? First off, I don't think I trust you to ride it to completion. Was that who I think it was? It is Carson Beck, Miami Hurricane. God damn it. Why can't you guys be more like Carson Beck, Miami Hurricane? American Fiction? Too late, bro. I already saw it because I'm woker than you. Good morning, America. This is Al Woker. I feel like the Taiyaki's okay, but I also feel like we could just get an upgraded pregnancy test. Currently emits 11. I can't resist, man. I can't resist. Currently emits 11. First peg popped. It's not. It's asynergistic. We want a Cosmo Blast. Yes. You ever seen Primer? I have. This is not, I'm not rebuking your sentiment. I've probably seen Primer 5 times. Which still, the total runtime of 5 viewings of Primer is still less than 1 viewing of the director's cut of The Lawnmower Man, which is sort of insane. But it's true. Chibley's been watching some real stuff. What was it? You watched another one last night, right, Chibley? You've been watching like real cinema. Was it Thief? You watched Thief? It was Chibley approved? What am I doing? What am I doing? There's the bottom's about to fall out of this one, man. We make those. Why'd you watch Lawnmower Man? Because it's one of the most remarkable films ever made. Next question. Where's my 262? There's hope, man. Should I watch it? Do you like... Honest answer. Do you like movies that are so bad they're good? Lawnmower Man director's cut is easily in the realm of movies. Best so bad it's good movies. Your shit has to go, man. Do it. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I needed that one, man. Where's my 262? Oh. My 262, it's at the bottom. Live. Ah! I really thought we were making on that one. You gonna play Blueprints tomorrow? Absolutely. But I will say, Chibli, I don't know if you go through the same thing. You know what's driving me crazy? Is I played the Blueprints demo, I had a great time. But then there's people in my chat who will type something like, you should play Blueprints tomorrow, it's amazing. And I'm like, how do you know, man? Are you Jason Schreier? This shit is only available for like play testers and like real critics, not, you know, just randos like me. Why the hell you just go into the Reddit r/games review thread and being like, I'm one of them. It has a 92 Metascore. Okay, cool. What did you give it? $91? One of the most base scores to give a game, for sure. Shows you're a free thinker. Crazy Straw is pretty good, man. Crazy Straw. And then we can jumble. And Cheese House gets... Okay, so we just won. What game is this? This is Nubby, man. I think you're asking for Blueprints. I'm excited to check it out. I'm excited to check it out before Apollo does a 17-hour Blueprints stream on Thursday and Friday, and then like solves all the puzzles in the game, and then goes back to not knowing what to play on his stream. It is a pun. Apollo, are you here? It's all love. Anderson Paak. Playing Among Us right now. That's what I'm talking about, man. Is he the imposter right now? Is he sus? He just vented. No, you can't be doing that. Ah! He's here! No, 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 no. Cheese House, freeze the God Ray. You've been playing some Nubby. Apollo, you missed Peak Bazaar, man. Mac was so busted for so long, and now they've nerfed him. He doesn't suck ass, but you can't just play anything and win anymore. Unfortunately. It was a great era when you could literally just put 10 small items on your board that don't synergize at all, and then be like, I'm definitely gonna lose, and then start the game and put 100 burn, 100 poison, and 1,000 regen on yourself in 3 seconds and be like, what a shot, man. And be like, oops, I won. $55 burn, 55 poison, 55 regen. 12 gold. Yay! That's all I got. I'm watching Lawnmower Man and there's a monkey shooting people. You haven't even seen the half of it, man. Librarian, back me up. That's the fucking start, man. That's the first 15 minutes of the film. Also, the monkey doesn't shoot people. It shoots one person. Spoilers, but like that's the preamble. That's not even Act 1. Cybo Man. And Job with the Nisher bend on Jack fit, man. As soon as I saw him come out of the shed. Me, it probably took me 45 minutes to realize. Well, realize is not the right word. I would say it took me 3/4 of an hour to accept that Job was going to be the main character in the Lawnmower Man. Like, the first 10 minutes of Job on the screen, I was like, they can't keep this breakneck pace up forever. And then you're like, wow, there's sure been a lot of Job stuff. They're introducing Job to like every other character in the movie. And then you're like, oh fuck, oh fuck. It's just Job, man. He is the lawnmower. When he said, you can just call me the lawnmower man, that's what everyone else calls me. I went, fuck, dude, no, no. Pregnancy test? Gotta be you. First peg popped, 2 random pegs will copy the first peg popped. Yeah. That's what it's all about. Huge. He has a glow up in the end. You hear all that thunder and lightning? Now get off the telephone, Job. Whatever. I would recommend it though. Like they don't make movies like The Lawnmower Man very frequently. It was a product of its time, that's for sure. You'll never see another movie like The Lawnmower Man. Except for maybe The Lawnmower Man 2, but I've been told that one's actually too bad to watch, which is remarkable considering how bad the first one is, which is why it's so good. But it does have an all-time great, what do you call it when it comes after the colon in the title? That shit is called Lawnmower Man 2 Beyond Cyberspace, which is crazy. I feel like you gotta go double God Ray, man. Even if God Ray sucks. Each God Ray rapidly pops a random peg once for each time. This triggers on 10 pegs popped. Okay. And then hold me. Subheading. That sounds right to me. Subheading sounds right to me. Fuck you. I guess you have to bounce 10 times to even trigger it once, which is, that's coming back to bite me. No, Cybo Man! You're hurting him! Nubby too.